Have you ever heard of the latest breakthrough in home-based recovery for an L4-L5 disc bulge or an L5-S1 disc bulge? Let's explore these cutting-edge solutions that are transforming disc rehabilitation. In this video, I'm excited to unveil 4 doctor-backed revolutionary remedies designed to work wonders for the L4-L5 L5-S1 disc bulge. You can easily access these wonderful remedies either right from your kitchen or with just a quick trip to your local health store. And it's not your usual over-the-counter drugs. I'm introducing a safer, more effective alternative. Forget about those chemicals and the side effects that come with them. My method harnesses simple, natural solutions with a far greater results. This isn't about using smelly ointments either. It's about revolutionary simplicity that enhances disc healing and recovery. And we're steering clear of hot or cold creams, heat patches, opting instead for groundbreaking techniques that you can implement instantly. These remarkable, easy to apply strategies are your key to a fast and significant recovery from any L4-L5 or L5-S1 disc bulge. They are so simple to use and make so much sense that you'll wonder why your therapist or your doctor never told you about them before. And if you're receiving professional treatment from a chiropractor or physiotherapist, these remedies could be the perfect addition to your care plan, potentially speeding up your healing of your bulged or herniated L4-L5 or L5-S1 disc. We recommend them to all our patients because they have consistently, effectively shown remarkable improvements in pain management, healing, and mobility without the side effects associated with drugs or injections. These methods not only support the body's natural healing processes, but also promote long-term disc health, making them an integral part of our holistic approach to care. Make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video because I'll be sharing a bonus nutritional tip that complements these 4 remedies perfectly. This nutritional advice can significantly enhance the effectiveness of these 4 remedies, working hand in hand to accelerate your recovery. You won't want to miss this essential piece of the healing process. Hi, I'm Dr. Ruminder Birk, a chiropractor in Woodbridge, Ontario, Canada, with over 24 years of clinical experience. We have helped thousands of patients recover from spinal conditions such as disc bulges, herniations, degeneration, lumbar stenosis, sciatica, and radiculopathy. We use non-surgical decompression as the cornerstone of our unique and proven Back to Life method. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to do it yourself strategies, tips, and exercises that will help you relieve and manage your back and leg pain at home. Plus, you will discover what therapists are best for treating disc bulge, disc herniations, and other degenerative spinal conditions. I'll upload a new video every week. In addition to that, I wrote a book called Back to Life. Imagine getting your life back while getting your health back. You can get a free copy at the link pinned in the comments below. In a moment, I'm going to reveal these 4 remedies, but first, I need to introduce a very important concept that is crucial for your healing journey. It's the K.I.S.S concept. K.I.S.S basically stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. What we want to talk about is there is no magical situation here. There is no quick fix when it comes to disc conditions and spinal conditions. Each of these things that have happened over years of whether it's neglect, knowingly or unknowingly, whether it's dietary contributions, mineral deficiencies, and other things that we're going to explain in this video. Basically, it all takes time and there is no magical concept out there that's a quick fix. So keep it simple, silly, is what we're going to talk about today. So basically, there is no magical remedy that will cure a mechanical problem of the spine that is causing the disc injury. Degenerative arthritis, degenerative disc diseases, disc bulges, and disc herniations are usually a result of stress on the spine. Physical, chemical, emotional, mental stresses, they all accumulate. And using the remedies and strategies that I'm about to show you is always best when incorporated into a multimodal treatment program. This can aid in the recovery now and ensure lasting healing for the future. Let's dive into these and remember to keep it simple, silly, based on home-based remedies now. And as I go through them, I will tell you what they are, how they work, why I picked them, and how to use them now. So the first one of our topics today is going to be the most important and really the simplest. Please don't overlook this as being obvious. It's obviously something we've all heard, but the number one thing and the most important thing that I stress to my existing patients is that water is the most important nutrient that's going to help recovery when it comes from L4, L5, L5S1, disc bulges, and herniations. Now, one of the examples or the primary research that has been followed about water comes from a book, a groundbreaking book, Your Body's Many Cries from Water. Dr. Batmangalij discusses the importance of water for maintaining spinal health, particularly in relation to spinal discs. He emphasizes that dehydration can contribute to problems like back pain and spinal disc degeneration. The spinal discs are mostly composed of water, and adequate hydration is crucial for keeping them healthy and functional. Dehydration can lead to reduced water content in your disc, causing them to be less flexible and more prone to damage. And he suggests that drinking sufficient water can help maintain the hydration of spinal discs, potentially reducing the risks of back pain and related issues. This underscores the broader theme of the book, which highlights the importance of hydration in preventing various health problems throughout the body. Many disc bulge patients are never even aware of this problem. So when it comes to hydration, the book really stresses chronic hydration has been linked to many of our health problems these days, whether it's heart conditions, joints, otherwise besides the spine, including your knee joint problems, shoulder problems, and just mental health problems even, can result from chronic dehydration. When our body doesn't get enough water, it's going to pull water from the crucial areas of our spine, our joints, and other areas like our muscles first. So our muscles get dry, they get tighter. The pain in our joints gets more obvious. The inflammation gets exaggerated because without water, the body's going to, not enough water, the body's going to pull it to what's more important. What's most important, of course, is our brain, our heart, our organs. And if you continue to dehydrate, what's next is those organs are going to start dehydrating and getting more health problems. And the last thing that's going to get pulled water from is our brain and our nervous system. So now we get chronic health problems throughout our nervous system that goes to everywhere. So when it comes to intake, we really recommend at least 64 ounces or basically 2 liters of water, which is half of the general body weight of an average person. So it's essential for nutrient delivery and waste elimination for those discs that have been dehydrated, and joints, ligaments, and body functions throughout, as we've discussed. They are all able to perform at an optimal level. So what I want to stress when it comes to your spinal conditions is each disc, each nucleus of your disc contains 88% water. So these discs are supporting 75% of your body weight. So if your lower back discs that support over or more than half of your body weight are not hydrated, you're going to lose disc height and you're going to have more shock absorption into your spine. Really, we say that if it's 3% water loss from a disc, it's going to lose its general mobility. If these discs lose that mobility, they lose their height, it will substantially shift the weight load from the discs to the joints of your spine and ultimately lead to degenerative changes, bone spurs, and pressure into your nerves and spinal canal. Once bone changes occur, they're irreversible. So getting hydrated and reversing and increasing the height of your disc is going to be vital in preventing further degenerative effects that may have already occurred. So when it comes to the water, I recommend a few things when it comes to using water. I really recommend you get, of course, filtered or get a filtration system or get a whole house filter to get your water filtered and clean and pure of fluoride and other chemicals that we can find in our water daily. The other things that I recommend when it comes to your water is adding certain things. So I like to add sea salt. We're going to talk about the importance of sea salt next, but basically chlorophyll is another substance that we can add to our water to help alkaline the water. Lemon, lime, and countless things that we can add to our water to add flavor and just get rid of the boring flavors that come with the water daily drinking it. The other type of water that I highly recommend is a mineralized water. San Pellegrino is one that's very high in sulfur, which is going to be part of another topic that we add today. Sulfur is very helpful for our joints and cartilage regeneration. So there's many things that you can do to your water. Electrolyte powders are available to enhance the effects of the hydration being absorbed better in our water. So sea salt and some of the other things, water really gets pulled into the tissues better than on its own. So when it comes to water, there's countless ways to increase the efficacy of water being absorbed into our joints, especially when it comes to your disc health. So the next thing that you can find in every kitchen household is salt. Now, there is obviously good news and bad news. People hear different things about salt. I want to set the record straight. Of course, there's good and bad salts. A lot more people are learning about sea salt and the effectiveness of good, healthy sea salt. So what I don't want you to think about is taking regular, processed table salt. So the difference is that that salt has been baked for hours. It's basically only sodium chloride. All the minerals have been leached. It's been baked, and basically caking agents have been added in to keep it dry and powdered. But that's not what we want your body to take, because when you intake that salt, it's going to accumulate in your joints. It's going to not be healthy for your body. It's going to raise your blood pressure. It's been associated with weight gain and cellulite. So of course, those are the side effects we don't want salt to be in, and that's why it's been previously bashed and recommended to not take too much salt. But the research has shown that sea salt, the good kind, the unprocessed kind, has many, many health effects. And when it comes to spinal disc conditions, rehydration is going to be the most important thing that we touched on in the water section, meaning that when you have salt, water gets absorbed better into your body. So I recommend it for anyone with disc health, because disc conditions need more water already. We know by taking sea salt, your body's going to pull that salt, water is going to get pulled back into the cartilage more effectively. So sea salt, the good kind, is rehydrating for cartilage health. On top of that, any athletes, I always recommend it for drinking water with a pinch of salt in it, and that's going to help you rehydrate during your exercise, keeps your electrolyte levels up. It's been shown to help with, obviously, the mineral content in sea salt gets absorbed, minerals get replenished back into our body. It prevents bone density breaking down and helps other countless effects in our body. Our body's cellular levels work better with sea salt. So basically the kinds of sea salts that I recommend, there's two kinds. There's a Celtic sea salt. So this is a high quality sea salt that's just basically water that's been pulled and dehydrated out, and then basically the remaining natural minerals. The pink stuff, the Himalayan sea salt, that's going to be the other kind that you can find in most grocery stores now. It's very easy to add. So how you're going to use this is a couple of ways. I recommend it as a supplement. You can take a pinch of salt in the morning, whether you just have that straight or add it into your water and drink it. That's going to start you off and wake you up in the morning, give you more energy. I add it to my coffee. So you can add it to your morning beverage, and a lot of times you won't taste it, or it adds a nice flavor once you get used to it. So sea salt is very easily incorporated as a supplement. Taking it throughout the day on your food, of course, permanently switching your salt to a sea salt that's going to be added to food, flavor enhancement, and remineralization. Countless benefits, especially when it comes to your L4-L5 S1 disc bulge situation. So the next supplement, this is something you may have to go to your local health food store for, or many people have this and they just haven't gotten around to taking it. And that's going to be your glucosamine sulfate, and preferably with MSM, which is methylsulfonylmethane. It is often used as a dietary supplement to support joint health, including the health of these spinal discs. Here's what these components are going to do for you. Glucosamine sulfate is the compound which is a natural substance found in cartilage and is commonly used to support the joint health. It's thought to help in the formation and repair of cartilage, which includes these discs in the spine, by providing them with the building blocks necessary for cartilage regeneration and maintenance. It may contribute to the health and integrity of these spinal discs for now with the condition that you have, and in the future for keeping those discs healthy. Now, the MSM is a sulfur-containing compound, and that is also used to support your joint health. Sulfur is the important part of forming your collagen, which is the key component in the tissues of the cartilage. So that's really going to help with anti-inflammatory properties and may help reduce the pain and inflammation associated with spinal disc conditions. When taken together, glucosamine sulfate and MSM are going to relieve your joints, your pain, your stiffness, including the discs related to the spinal conditions. So the health of the joints and cartilage, reducing your degeneration, promoting better mobility and better comfort. So when I recommend glucosamine, there's lots of options out there. I really recommend getting a liquid glucosamine sulfate with MSM because the liquid is going to get absorbed better into your system. I like using 2,000 milligrams a day, which is going to provide you with the amounts that can really get to the cartilage and joint and help with the inflammations. So it's been researched, and glucosamine is the highest recommendation that I have when it comes to actual supplements that are available on the market. There's no quick fixes. Again, none of these other supplements that are formulations, including glucosamine in many cases, I really find that let's get to the core, the building block that's most necessary. So the second supplement that's going to be vital when it comes to general health, of course, but specifically with spinal disc conditions, is going to be magnesium. Now, again, this is another supplement that most people either purchased or heard about, and they may have it or are going to get it, but basically magnesium is beneficial for countless reasons. So some of those can include brain health. So really that's been shown to enhance brain function and memory. The other benefits include digestion. It helps with bowel movements, easing your digestive system, relaxation of your digestive system. I always recommend it for sleep because of many reasons. It's going to help you sleep deeper. It's going to help your muscles relax more for the sleep. But in general, of course, when it comes to the condition of spinal disc concerns, the muscles that are tight around the spine are going to be able to finally loosen up and relax. It supports cartilage maintenance as well. So the cartilage, of course, the discs are made of cartilage. Magnesium plays several important roles in the body that can directly benefit the cartilage and the spinal discs. So calcium regulation is going to be the first thing. Magnesium helps regulate calcium levels in your body. Proper calcium balance is essential for maintaining bone health, bone density, including the health of these vertebrae and spinal discs. Imbalances in calcium can contribute to conditions like osteoporosis or calcification of the soft tissues and affect the integrity of your spinal discs. As I mentioned, muscle relaxation, magnesium is known for this. It's known for its role in muscle relaxation, muscular tension, and spasms can be directly relaxed by taking magnesium, impacting your posture and spinal alignment. Promoting health and relaxation can reduce stress on the spine and the surrounding structures, potentially, again, alleviating the discomfort associated with your spinal condition. The other major effect is magnesium has a mild and gentle anti-inflammatory property. So the inflammation that you have and contributes to your joint pain and stiffness can be relaxed by taking the right type of magnesium to manage your symptoms associated with spinal L4-L5 and L5-S1 disc conditions. And the last important part of magnesium is in collagen synthesis. Magnesium is involved in the synthesis, meaning the formation of collagen, and is a structural protein in the cartilage and connective tissues of your disc and spinal condition. So it's essential for maintaining the strength and stability of your discs in your spine. So adequate magnesium levels can support so many functions in the body, potentially increasing the cartilage health, and that helps you get back to the health that you're looking for in multiple ways. So when it comes to magnesium, I really recommend a few kinds. The main kind that I recommend is from a brand called Seeking Health, and that one has a combination of two types of magnesium in them. So magnesium malate, magnesium glycinate chelate, which are going to be some forms that go to the brain, some go to your brain and body, and basically by taking it in 2 times. I like to take it 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules at night for the different benefits we discussed for your brain, for your body at night to sleep deeper and relax at night. So you're going to take about 1,000 milligrams total in a day, and that's going to be the most effective way to introduce magnesium as part of your health regimen. So now for the bonus tip. An often overlooked part of disc healing is the role diet or nutrition plays. Here are some key dietary and nutritional considerations while recovering from your L4-L5 disc bulge or L5-S1 disc bulge. Always remember, a disc bulge or a disc herniation involves injured tissues. When a disc is injured, it becomes inflamed. This inflammation is one of the reasons why you experience pain associated with your disc bulge or disc herniation. And one of the best things you can do is change your diet to help reduce inflammation and help promote tissue healing. So here are a few of the foods or items you should avoid because they are known for their inflammatory properties, contributing to inflammation in the body when consumed in excess. We've all known about processed foods. Obviously the stuff like whether it's processed cheeses or sugars, or obviously the stuff in the center of the grocery store, all of those quick snacks are going to be basically unhealthy due to many reasons, including refined carbohydrates, the trans fats that come with this, the vegetable oils. So we really want to avoid seed oils, vegetable oils of all kind. In my opinion, all seed oils are inflammatory in the body. Processed meats. So these meats, again, when you process any type of meat, it's going to have chemicals added in, inflammatory chemicals that are going to create more inflammation in your body. And of course, processed dairy products, alcohol is dehydrating and inflammatory, and toxins like nicotine and cigarettes. All of these things we know it's about detoxifying, so we're not going to add toxins back in. So next, we're going to incorporate anti-inflammatory foods and nutrients back into your diet that can help reduce inflammation, support tissue healing, and promote overall health and well-being. The first and foremost is going to be omega-3 fatty acids. This is going to be fish oils, as more commonly known, anti-inflammatory. Fruits and vegetables. I really like to keep it simple when it comes to fruits and vegetables. I highly recommend eating organic. Of course, eating things that are very easily digested during this time. Fruits like oranges are very healthy, and watermelon, and cucumbers and avocados. Healthy fats that come from avocados and olive oils is going to be our next recommendation. Coconut oil, I like using MCT oil, which is a derivative of coconut oil, and it's anti-inflammatory for your brain as well as for your joints and body. Other supplements that we can take that are natural, of course, is turmeric and ginger, which is very anti-inflammatory during this time. Green tea with all its antioxidants, very healthy, and probiotic foods such as natural foods that are going to create healthy gut bacteria, like a healthy grass-fed yogurt and things of that nature. I also, of course, recommend eating good proteins. We're going to talk about eating ethically raised, lean, grass-fed meats. So I prefer lamb and beef in this case. I don't eat a lot of chicken because it's eating grains, and grain-fed beef and lamb are going to be not recommended because they're eating corn and other grains that are inflammatory, and they get concentrated in the meat, and you're going to be eating those meats which create inflammation in your body. So I always aim for grass-fed meats, pasture-raised eggs. I eat some fish. I don't really like the mercury and the way fishing has occurred, so I'm really reducing that and eating a nice fish supplement, fish oil supplement. But of course, salmon is going to be very beneficial. And so eating the grass-fed meats, which are very similar to the ratio of omega-3s, you're going to find a lot of the omega-3s are in your diet by eating that. And if you want to get into even further, I recommend supplementing with organ meats. Liver is very healthy for you, whether you eat that in capsule form or raw or cooked liver in this case. So all of those foods incorporated into the diet are going to be anti-inflammatory, helping you heal, helping your general well-being and your wellness as you get past your pain and condition. We're creating healthy habits for prevention and enhancement of your well-being and health. So now that you've had my recommendations in over-the-counter simple health and vitamins that you can take, or as well as obviously the kitchen-based remedies that we discussed, remember this is not a standalone treatment for your L4-L5 disc bulge or your L5-S1 disc bulge. It's always very important and best to have remedies done in conjunction with a spinal and disc rehabilitation program done by a professional. And now you have access to the 4 doctor-backed home remedies that can facilitate the rapid recovery, though, from an L4-L5 and an L5-S1 disc bulge. And you know what changes to make in your diet to help reduce inflammation and promote that disc healing. So now I want to hear from you. What have you done to help speed recovery of your L4-L5 L5-S1 disc bulge? Share what is working for you and what is not working for you. Have you ever tried any of these remedies? Leave me a comment, let me know. If you have found value in this video, please like and share it. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel now if you want more do-it-yourself tips, strategies, and exercises that will help you relieve and manage your back and leg pain at home. Next, you should watch this video if you want to see how we incorporate these 4 remedies with our 5-step non-surgical treatment for L4-L5 disc bulges. Go watch this video next.